Um, what's the date? July the 1st. July the 1st. So let me just hop right into it. I meditated for seemed like forever last night. I actually was kind of upset. I was like, damn, I ain't getting no sleep. And, nothing was happening. And, what I was looking for wasn't happening. So I was just like, dang. So I ain't really get to go back to sleep until maybe 7 o'clock. But now that I'm kind of understanding that meditation is not always, you shouldn't look for something to happen during meditation per se, but when you do go to sleep because you meditated, because of meditation, your consciousness, you'll be aware when you do sleep. Like, you'll become more aware. You'll have moments of pure awareness within your sleep, and that's when you can explore and expand your consciousness and stuff like that. So it's not always, meditation and then you're waiting for something and something. I mean, that's very possible because I have done that before, but I don't know. I guess I just have my own realization of like, okay, being aware of just your own consciousness and nothing else for hours at a time, and the benefits of that when you do go to sleep is powerful in itself. So, I had an experience of first I had an experience of how can I say this? I was in this dimension where it was like cartoon characters, like just running around back and forth, and my view in this place was like 360. It was like all blue, and it was like animated characters, which was still like a lighter shade blue, but you could still tell the different characters. Was like running back and forth, running around, and it was like a tunnel at the same time. And I seen what almost looked like the Aztec symbol. If y'all ever seen like the circle Aztec symbol with the mouth in the middle, I seen that, and as I was going down and just going down deeper and deeper into it, the mouth opened. And I actually, once that happened, I actually did get out of this experience. I don't know why. Now that I think about it, I thought about it after that experience. I thought about I had something similar to that before. It wasn't that specific one, but the concept and the entering and I want to say playfulness, but the texture of the experience, I had that before, and I went into the mouth and I came out on the other side into a beautiful place. So I should have just kept going, but I didn't. What else happened? I did end up somewhere. But that experience was kind of short. So I really not even gonna talk about that one. But it was just real hyper aware, real hyper realistic, and I was somewhere else. The one that kind of the one that really I want to talk about this one was the one I experienced my consciousness being aware of itself in 4 different ways all at the same time, as if that was regular life. So say you wake up in the morning, you go to, go brush your teeth. You can see. Now imagine, like, you know how that is, right? You go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, you look in the mirror, you only see one way, in front of you. Well, you only see one way in front of you in your reflection. But in this particular experience, it was like I was somewhere where I could experience. Even though I was looking in front of me, I was looking on the side, downwards, and behind me, and I was looking behind me, down the side, and like these other weird angles, and it was just that, and it was just like, and I could see in front of me, but it was just the other views were just throwing me off. It was like, how can I see behind me? Like, I remember I got on the ground and I could see myself getting on the ground while doing it in the regular way. It was just like, it was like a camera being broke, like the lens of the camera being broken. So I don't know. It was weird, but it was like, I guess it was irregular because it didn't seem, as much as it was bothering me, it didn't seem like something was wrong. It was just, this is how it is in this reality, I guess. And I had previous experience like that too, where you constantly can see like in 3 different places at once. And I thought that's what was happening at first. Like, I'm seeing 3 different places at once. But I realized, all this, everything that I'm seeing now is within this house. Well, it was the place I was at. It was my house, but just like in a different reality. Everything was like sort of different. But the way I was experiencing was just like, I could see behind me, I could see beside me, I could see down in front of me, all at the same time. So when I walk, I could see the movement of all 3 different views with me at the same time. It was just weird. It was a peculiar experience, but yeah, but I mean, I wanted to just say that you have to, I feel like meditation is important, and not for the baby surface level, to be calm and it's good for the mind and that. I'm talking about your sitting with yourself, your pure consciousness, and being aware of it for a long period of time is what's going to be able to allow you to wake up any different realities and different levels of consciousness within yourself. Because I mean, when we go every day to day, every day, living this experience here, this life here, on autopilot, we really not really even living. I mean, we are aware. I mean, we're conscious, but we're not aware of where we are, what we're doing. We might feel, our ego might feel like it's being aware and it's responding to what's going on around us, but you, as your pure consciousness, your pure soul, is not. Well, I ain't gonna say so. I say your consciousness is not as aware as you think. Because if it was, you'll be aware of all the other places you at when this body go to sleep. You'll wake up in all the other bodies and you'll be able to experience those. So in reality, I really think we don't. Your body can sleep. This body can sleep, but I really don't think your consciousness supposed to even really go to sleep. I mean, that's like I heard somebody else's video. It's like that's your consciousness being asleep is like almost like that's death. You know, that's death. Not because your body, if you die and your body died, like, oh, now he dead. No, you can be dead now. Like, just because your body walking around, it's not like you're alive because you're on autopilot. You're on autopilot, you're in trance half of the whole day, you know. And if you're more aware of yourself, you can see, like, oh, man, you're really not really even living life. I mean, even if, you know, say you're not sitting around looking at TV all day and you were like doing stuff, working and I don't know, doing all this stuff where I guess chasing careers and all that stuff, you still not living, because it's like you living. You're still not even aware. You're on autopilot with your emotions, and your emotions is like your emotions and desires are like fueling this thing that you're not even aware of. You know, you just going through the motions with that and hoping that you'll catch something. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to feel something, you're not gonna feel it. It's like it's not gonna. What you're thinking, it's not gonna be that, you know, and it's always like that with everything, you know. It's not, even with meditation, like, cause, you know, I'm meditating, you know, I was like this, my ego of myself was so like scared, like, and I'm like, why is I'm scared? Like, I done did this 1,000 times, but it's just this human emotional like part of you that just wants to feel, wants to be safe and all this stuff. So it don't expand. It's scared to change. So I lost what I was saying, but yeah, you have to be able to be more aware of yourself, your true self, your true consciousness, so that you can wake up within different levels of your own self to experience life, real existence, what existence really is, like, not just this one box reality of waking up, going to work and doing, like, it's so much more existence out here. And I feel like when you meditate and you try to experience that for a few hours with just your own consciousness, with no, like, I don't want to say no thought, because thoughts going to be there, but you being the watcher of your thoughts, you understanding the difference between the voices in your head and the true you. And I kind of told myself last night, like, you know, if I could sit and watch TV, which is light, right, which are lights, information, then why can't I just watch the lights, the little bit of lights that flicker behind your eyelids when you close them or when you sit in the dark? And I was like, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just relax my body and just close my eyes and just watch the lights. And let that be my entertainment. Let that be my, you know how when you watch TV, you relax and then you kind of zone out and you just in this trance state. Well, let my inner light, my inner consciousness, my inner light be my entertainment. So at least I benefit from it. And when I noticed when I had to focus on the light, I had to be aware. It's like, because you're really not going to see it and experience the lights that's behind your eyes unless you are aware of yourself and the lights at the same time. So it's like a good practice, you know, not just sitting there with your eyes closed and then focusing on the noise and thoughts, and I like to call it like shadow images of your mind, you know, like you thinking about what you're going to wear to work tomorrow, or something that happened 10 years ago, or just some idea, but the actual real reality lights that's behind your eyelids when you close them, that's what you want to be aware of and what you want to focus on, not all the other stuff. Focus on your existence, your consciousness, keeping the body still, and then focusing on the lights for a long period of time. At least an hour. I know everybody like 10 minutes. No, at least an hour, 2, 3. And then I feel like doing it every day makes it more stronger. Makes it more stronger. And I talk about that in another video. But that was just a quick experience. I want to basically record, and I guess I'll post it.